Every football nation dreams of finding the next generational talent. They invest millions in academies, scouting networks, and development systems. And yet, every now and then, a country gets it spectacularly wrong. They let a future superstar walk out the door. Sometimes it is bad timing, sometimes it is bureaucracy, sometimes it is pure greed. But the result is always the same. These 7 countries are now watching helplessly as the players they could have had dominate the world stage at the highest level. Here are 7 times countries let future stars slip through their fingers. Number 1. Cameroon and Kylian Mbappe. This is a devastating loss. Cameroon had a genuine chance at one of the greatest footballing talents ever produced. Mbappe's father Wilfried played professional football in Cameroon. Young Kylian had every reason to represent his father's nation. The bloodline was there, the connection was real. The Cameroonian Football Federation even reached out to his family in his early years. They saw what was coming, a superstar in the making. But then came the moment that changed everything. The federation asked for a significant financial payment to include him in their youth setup and national team pathway. They literally demanded money to develop their own potential talent. Disgusted by the shameless greed, his father Wilfried refused completely and turned to France instead. France welcomed Mbappe without hesitation. They built their system around developing him and gave him everything he needed to become great. Today, Mbappe is worth hundreds of millions. He won the World Cup with France. He is one of the greatest forwards football has ever produced. One greedy decision from the Cameroonian Federation erased any chance they ever had. Number 2. England and Antoine Semenyo. England nearly let Antoine Semenyo slip through their fingers, but honestly, they never thought he'd make it. Semenyo was born in England to a Ghanaian father. The country had the chance to develop him and pursue him at international level. Instead, England never showed meaningful interest. Semenyo himself said it plainly in a recent interview. "I was never really in the England rankings like that anyway. Only the cream of the crop had any exposure when it came to national youth call-ups. When Ghana came calling in 2021, Semenyo jumped at the opportunity without hesitation. And by the time he had developed into a Premier League star at Bournemouth, earning a £64 million move to Manchester City in January 2026, England had absolutely no path back. He had already committed fully to Ghana, earned over 30 international caps, and represented them at the 2022 World Cup and the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. England let a Manchester City forward walk into a rival nation's arms without mounting a single serious attempt to keep him. Number 4. France and Ayoub Bouaddi. France developed Ayoub Bouaddi from the age of 13. The Lille Academy moulded him into one of the most technically gifted midfielders of his generation. French coaches invested years into his development. He made his senior club debut at just 16 years and 3 days old, becoming the youngest player ever to appear in a UEFA competition. He represented France at every youth level. He captained the French under-21 side. The federation had every reason to believe he was theirs. And then, in May 2026, just weeks before the World Cup kicked off, Bouaddi made his decision. He was left out of Didier Deschamps' final squad. France coach Deschamps admitted publicly that he hadn't even spoken with the player about his future. Morocco moved immediately. FIFA cleared the switch on May 15th. 3 warm-up caps later, Bouaddi started against Brazil in Morocco's opening group game at the World Cup. He was extraordinary. He left Casemiro chasing shadows, helped set up the opening goal, and earned widespread player of the match recognition in a 1-1 draw. France built him from 13 years old. France paid for every training session, every development camp, every year of his growth. Morocco reaped every single reward. Number 4. England and Jamal Musiala. England actually had Musiala inside their system. He played for England's youth teams at multiple age levels. He earned 2 under-21 caps for the Three Lions. He trained alongside Jude Bellingham at various youth age groups. England had him, developed him, and watched him grow. But Bayern Munich came calling with serious intent, and Germany's national team coach Joachim Löw intervened personally. He made the pitch. He offered a clear pathway to the senior team. He made Musiala feel valued and genuinely wanted. England never matched that level of persuasion. They didn't fight hard enough. By the time Musiala was ready for senior football, he had already chosen Germany. Today, he is one of the best attacking midfielders on the planet. 5 Bundesliga titles, a Champions League winner, Germany's creative engine. Harry Kane has even joked that if he had joined Bayern earlier, he might have convinced Musiala to stay with England. The damage, however, was already done long before Kane ever arrived in Munich. Number 5, Italy and Raphinha. Italy almost had Raphinha, but they came too late and got unlucky in the worst possible way. The Barcelona winger holds Italian citizenship through his father, Rafael Diaz Belloli, who is of Italian descent. In 2020, before Euro 2021, Italy's federation approached him directly. Roberto Mancini's coaching staff designed what they described as an incredible project around his future. Jorginho called him repeatedly to make his case. Italy were ready to bring him into their squad for the tournament. Raphinha was practically convinced. And then bureaucracy struck. His Italian passport did not arrive in time. One administrative delay changed the entire course of international football history. Raphinha held on for Brazil instead. That patience paid off enormously. He made his debut for the Selecao in October 2021 and has never looked back. Italy won Euro 2020 without him, but the player they desperately wanted walked straight into the arms of 5-time world champions. One delayed passport changed everything. Number 6, Spain and Niko Paz. Spain developed Niko Paz through their system from childhood. He came through Real Madrid's famous La Fábrica academy. He was born in the Canary Islands on Spanish soil. Spanish coaches trained him. Spanish football shaped him. But his father, Pablo Paz, is an Argentine international who played at the 1998 World Cup in France. That legacy was powerful. When it came time to choose his international future, Niko Paz selected Argentina over Spain. He made his debut in October 2024, immediately assisting Lionel Messi in a 6-0 victory over Bolivia. He has been named in Argentina's squad for the 2026 World Cup and is already considered one of the most exciting young talents in their group. Spain watched it all happen in real time. A player raised in their academy, trained by their coaches, developed inside their system, chose to represent their rivals. The pull of his father's legacy proved stronger than everything Spain had invested. Number 7, England and Michael Olise. And finally, the most recent story on this list, and perhaps the one that stings the most for English football. Michael Olise spent 7 years inside Chelsea's academy before leaving at 14. He was born in England to a British-Nigerian father and a Franco-Algerian mother. England had the clearest of opportunities to secure his future. They never did. As he developed into a world-class talent at Crystal Palace, Bayern Munich came calling and France moved faster. His mother's Franco-Algerian roots drew him toward Les Bleus. He chose France. Today, Olise plays for Bayern Munich, one of the most sought-after wingers in world football. He was named in France's 26-man squad for the 2026 World Cup. He has made his senior debut for France under Didier Deschamps and is now firmly embedded in their long-term plans. England developed him as a child and stood by as he pulled on a French jersey. It happened slowly, then all at once. And now there is absolutely nothing they can do about it. 7 stories, 7 failures, 7 players who are now thriving at the very top of the game for nations that were not even supposed to have them. The message is simple. In international football, talent waits for nobody. If you don't act, someone else will. Which of these do you think hurt the most? Drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video like this from us. Catch you in the next one.
Hey fam, this is your chance to build the jersey collection you've been waiting for. The Goal 90 bundle deal is live. Buy 2 jerseys and get 10% off. Buy 3 and get 15% off. Buy 4 and get a massive 25% off. Club kits, country kits, retro classics, pick your favourites and save big. And yes, every order comes with free worldwide shipping. Goal 90 bundle deal. Buy more, save more. Shop now at Goal 90 Shop.